This is the last week to take advantage of the massive 40% off sale on the EdgeFinder. And don't wait any longer because this is the lowest price that it'll be all year. The EdgeFinder is a revolutionary trading software that combines fundamentals and technical trading all in one to help you find better trading entries. This is the same software that all of our expert traders use while scanning the markets. As we strive to make the EdgeFinder the best trading tool of all time by updating and upgrading it regularly, you'll never have to worry about paying for anything because the EdgeFinder is a one-time payment for life. So what are you waiting for? Get it at the lowest price of the year before it's too late. To get access to the 40% off discount, make sure you use promo code A1YT at checkout. If you have any questions about the product or sale, click the chat with us link down in the description below to automatically get connected with one of our team members right now. Remember, promo code A1YT for a huge 40% off discount on the EdgeFinder ending very soon. Welcome back everybody to another top buy, top sell video here in the A1 EdgeFinder. We're of course going to look at more than just our top buy and our top sell. We're going to take a look at the smart money tracker as well as retail sentiment to get a good idea of where everybody stands here at the end of the week. Let's go ahead and check out the smart money tracker here. We're taking a look at COT report data or institutional trader data. This is what institutional traders, smart money traders, what they're going long and short on at the moment. So over here on the far right, this is our most bullish asset, and it's actually US oil at the moment, currently 80.65% long and just 19.35% short, followed by gold and then the euro. The euro is our most long currency from institutional traders at the moment, 75.13% long and 24.86% short. You can also see the dollar here is pretty heavily favored long, 67.04% long and 32.96% short. And then all the way over here, our most shorted asset or currency is the Japanese yen, currently 85.28% short and 14.72% long from those institutional traders. We can also see all of that same information down here in numerical values. We have this little chart here where we can see the total number of long contracts open, the total number of short contracts open, the changes long and short from the most recent data release, and of course the percentage long and short there as well. So there we go, quick look at COT data for you. Now we're going to take a look at retail sentiment, and retail sentiment is what the day traders or what the crowd is currently favored long and short on. We have these broken up by currency pairs, so we're taking a look at US currency pairs first, and USD CHF is our most long US pair at the moment, 89% long and 11% short from day traders, whereas USD CAD is our most heavily shorted US dollar pair, 86% short and 14% long there from the day traders. We can also take a look at our minor currency pairs. This is the rest of our currency pairs list here. NZD CHF, the most long currency pair, minor currency pair from day traders, 98% long and 2% short. On the other hand, the most shorted currency pair from the day traders is CHF JPY, 96% short and just 4% long there. So let's go ahead and jump on into the watch list. Here is our full list of buy and sell biases for today, but I'm going to remove any indices or commodities that we might have. Just indices at the moment shortens up our list just a little bit, and we clearly have one strong buy here and one strong sell here. So that makes it really easy for us. We know exactly what we're going to take a look at today. And it's CHF JPY on the buy side and Aussie USD on the sell side. Let's go ahead and jump right into CHF JPY, our strongest buy of the day so far, with that strong buy bias score of +7. So we're missing our little speedometer right here, but that's okay. We still have all of our scores right here along with all of this other data, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. COT data is a score of 0 and retail sentiment is a score of +1. We can see over here that currently those institutional traders that we were talking about earlier, we know that the Japanese yen is currently their most favored short currency out of all of the currencies that we're tracking here in the EdgeFinder. They are the most short on the Japanese yen at the moment, 85% short there, but they are also favored short on the Swiss franc at the moment, 72% short there. That's why we're getting that 0 or that neutral score there. And then retail sentiment is 96% short, 4% long. This was the most heavily shorted pair from day traders, actually, if you remember taking a look at retail sentiment. 96% short there, giving us a +1 score here because, unfortunately, as we know, oftentimes the crowd is wrong on that. Seasonality is a score of +1, and we can see that in the month of April, historically speaking, if you were to isolate the month of April over the last 10 years just to see how CHF JPY trended, you would notice that it trends a little bit bullishly, and that so far has been the case this month as well. It's pretty clear to see that when we're taking a look at this trend reading with a score of +2. Coming over here to the trend projection tab, we can see all the way back to April 13th, so just about a week here. Pretty much every day, every single day, it's just been continuing to make moves to the upside, making more highs here, and price forecast projects that continues to be the trend. Finishing up fundamentally speaking, fundamentally it looks fairly bullish. GDP growth is a neutral score, but inflation, unemployment, and interest rates are all scores of +1, meaning the Swiss franc is beating out the Japanese yen in all of those fundamental metrics. But let's go ahead and look at those numbers right here. So Japan and Switzerland's GDP growth at the moment currently both 0%. Inflation in Japan 3.2% compared to 2.9% inflation in Switzerland. Unemployment 2.6% compared to just 2% in Switzerland. And lastly, interest rates on the Japanese yen negative 0.1% compared to 1.5% on the Swiss franc. So there we go. That is all of the data and information that is currently giving CHF JPY that +7 score, or a strong buy bias. Looks fairly bullish from here, but let's take a look at Aussie USD. This was our other strong bias score. Score of -7 here. COT data is a score of -2, and retail sentiment a score of -1. Again, taking a look at COT data, we know that the US dollar is favored on the long side, 67%, but the Australian dollar is actually favored on the short side, 64% favored on the short side there from institutional traders. That's why we're getting that strong -2 score. Retail sentiment 73% long and 27% short there from the day traders. Seasonality is a score of +1, and when we take a look at the month of April, historically speaking, over the last 10 years, historically speaking, AUD USD does trend a little bit bullishly, but that has not been the case this month. Trend reading a score of -2, and just take a look at these moves to the downside. So it did pop up from April 13th to April 14th. There was a little bit of bullish momentum there, but it has lost all of that momentum and is just plummeting within the past week or so, continuing to make these moves to the downside. Price forecast predicts that that will continue to be the trend based off of this other information that we're about to take a look at. Fundamentally speaking, looks pretty bearish as well. GDP growth, inflation, and interest rates all scores of -1. Let's take a look at those numbers right over here. So GDP growth in Australia 0.5% compared to 2.6% in the US. Australian inflation 7.8% compared to 5% here in the US. Unemployment is both 3.5% for Australia and the US. Lastly, interest rates on the Australian dollar 3.6% compared to 5% on the US dollar. So there we go. That is all of the news. That is all of the numbers and data. AUD USD, this strong sell bias with that score of -7. Don't forget to check out the links in the description if you want our broker recommendation, access to our free Discord, free EdgeFinder, or want to chat with us on Telegram. Remember, you can watch us live in the markets every morning starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we have lots more free trading tools and content available on our website, a1trading.com. Thanks for watching.